Turn that off. Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? What is today? Today's Tuesday. Yeah, another day, another bomb threat in the United States. My goodness. This time in Utah, at Utah Main University, I think it is at. Oh my goodness. Just always something going on. It's emotionally draining here. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Let me get my head together. She went live today for, I guess, about 4 hours, 20 minutes. I did get a chance to catch the beginning portion of this, but I had to leave because, unlike Chantal, I have responsibilities in a life, and I can't sit around for 4 hours watching her eat and do nothing. So, like I said, I did see the beginning of it. I don't know what else is said in this thing, but let's get into this BS.
Diane? Hello. I'm in a weird mood. New brand of coffee. Go ahead, George. Clee? Depends on the request, sure. Are you going to donate? Probably not. You're buying one pint toilet paper, aren't you? Oh, in a mood. I'm tired. Illy? A marathon? I don't know. I'm going to try. Earn Blue? Neil? Thank you, The outdoor toilet? No. You can't figure out your Apple password? No worries, Jennifer. You're going to get premium to avoid the ads? Nothing. I'm rude today? Do you go on family?
Yeah, I agree.
Katie? It's 6:30 p.m. I'm looking forward to too many things about going back. Every day I wake up and I dream of my new life there.
You know what? And apparently, judging by her latest post on her community page, I think the only things that she's excited about is the food. The junk food, that is.
Really, Chili Chi? Hello, Mena. I'm extremely violently rude. If this is rude, you haven't seen my past dreams. A cat? I'm not even thinking of that now. Oof. 11:30 in Australia. Is it warm? Yes, unfortunately. I don't know, Cowpat. Daisy sour cream. I didn't buy sour cream too often, did I? Truth Fairy, and I'm going to be buying no-name sour cream. Lavisa? Well, I don't know yet. I'm not going to talk about that till I get to Canada.
I wonder why. I wonder why she's not talking about it.
Hey, normal set. I'm just having some coffee.
A little tiny ass cup.
Yes, Truth Fairy. So I'm moving back end of October. Paneer gravy. Howie 2.0. Hey, Tracy. Sneakerhead.
Does Strawberries and Cream have a crush on Just Breezin'? Because, I mean, the chat barely, this live stream barely started, and they're already going in on Just Breezin'. Leave Just Breezin' alone.
No, Strawberries. You've been catching up? That's awesome, Kimby. I am moving back for good, Brooke. You're having sneezy. What is that? No, I'm not returning to Syria. After all of this hardship I'm going through to get the perfect home, I am not moving back to Syria. Weird. Hello, Weird Barbie.
Excuse me. What hardship exactly are you going through? Because watching this for 2.5, 3 years, you haven't gone through any hardship at all. And especially not now with your idiotic beezers, fronting all the money for your move yet again.
It depends, Harley. Hey, Fernanda. It depends on the place. I've applied to so many places. But I'm super hopeful there's this place I want so bad. So bad.
You know what? I actually think she's kind of like scheming for a place. I think I said this in the last video, where she could try to flex. Like, she's going to be, luxury villa type of unit. Who knows? I think that's what she's striving for. She thinks that, we're going to be jealous of that. Okay. Do you, Chantal? LOL.
Oh, did he get the job, Strawberries? I won't be changing my mind. No way. We're getting a divorce before I leave here, so it's finale.
What?
I didn't go visit.
I mean, yet another reason why Pete's is insane. Strawberries and Creams is saying Pete's was saying he wanted to quit his job because he has to use Google Chrome. Oh well, Pete's. I think probably pretty much any job nowadays, because every job has some type of technology attached to it, you're going to have to use Google.
I'm just really tired, and they were eating lamb, and I really hate lamb. Yeah, Carrie. You don't have to pay for most applications here. No, he's not coming to Canada. Hi, April. I tried liking lamb, and I just, ugh.
You haven't
Especially
had it.
after I got so sick the last time.
She hasn't had it cooked properly. That's why she doesn't like it. And she's probably not eating like a young lamb. She's eating mutton probably, and that's why she doesn't like it.
The scooter? No. People use mobility scooters in the winter. Auction my old clothes. My abayas. I'm going to give them away.
To who?
Lamb is gamey. I want to take my scooter in the mall.
Maybe you can give them to this Syrian militant force, and maybe they can get into parachuting with your clothing.
And is there a torrid in Ottawa? Or there's not one in Cornwall. Ottawa or Kingston? Kingston is actually a nice city to live in, you know? It's pretty nice. There's also...
Kingston,
man, I applied
Jamaica?
all over. You guys are going to be surprised. The poor babies are so cute, I know. Said she would... Sagittarius Shardy said that, or are you trolling?
Oh, Saggy. Oh, I like Saggy.
A makeover? Okay, I don't want any fake lashes. Those hurt my eyeballs. Okay. So... it goes up to 400 pounds, though, right?
Saggy, if you've ever... Her name is Sagittarius Shorty, whatever. If you take a look at her channel, if you guys aren't familiar with her, now that's somebody that is... How can I say this politely? Because I don't have no problem with what she does, because she does what she wants to do. But her apartment that she has, that's a nice apartment, and the view that she has... I think that's what Chantal wants to be, but never would be able to be something like that. A professional.
Paul Bernardo is definitely... I think he's in Kingston. Pay for my scooter, babes. Honestly, I'll appreciate any help I can get at this point. So... I think he'll have very little to do with my channel. We're just going to leave him out of it completely. He'll come and maybe say hi once in a while, but... Hey, Christina! So Chantal and Salah have mutually decided to end their time together and their marriage. They amicably separated. Salah is staying where he wants to be, Syria, and Chantal where she wants to be in Canada. Yes, thus we are at an impasse. In Kuwait, we both had similar visions. Here, not so much.
Give me a break.
Cornwall's boring? Not really. There's lots of there's Cornwall pizza there. Hey, Kitty Charms. Listen. Yeah, I know, right, Scrape? Like, he has the nerve to apply for parole. Frig.
I don't even know who they're talking about. Are they talking about Skeletor? I don't know.
I'm supposed to go walking around Damascus this week.
Oh, she looks thrilled.
It's gonna be tough. Move to Kingston. I live in... Oh, Watertown is close to Kingston. We can Sonics bees. Anyways, honestly, the last time I moved to Canada... Hey, SA. It was too easy. It was too easy. Like, I got an apartment in no time. And I was accepted very easily.
I think your mommy got you that apartment. That's why you were able to get that apartment. And I think because she burned bridges with her family, they're not going to do that again. So that's why she's out here, you know, raw dogging the apartment looking by herself, because her family refuses to help because they got burned.
The hardships I'm going through just to try to get a place this time.
Hardships.
Man,
she's going through hardships, y'all. Hardships looking through for an apartment. Oh my goodness. Don't you feel sorry for her?
Happy. I don't know, strawberries. Canadian culture, traditional Syrian culture do not mix. It doesn't put a bad ending to their love story.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
Who is this? Christina from Flint's, you need some serious psychiatric help. Shut up.
Oh, Vin, yeah. Move to Gatineau. I'd rather not, honestly. The good thing about Quebec is they don't require first and last. First and last, like, I was watching other videos of people on TikTok in Canada trying to get a place.
Excuse me.
They want everything, man. They want everything. They want, like, they just, first and last, security deposit on top of that, your bill, your base rent, then utilities, then parking. You have to have, like, a good, almost perfect credit score. It's, like, so insane.
I mean,
debt to income ratio. Sometimes they check that crap.
This is, I'm not surprised she's saying something like this. This is somebody that's never owned property. So she doesn't know what it's like to actually, own property and then rent it out. And then sometimes if you rent it out to a scumbag, let me give them a chance, they might be down on their luck. And then they rip up your apartment or house or whatever. Chantal's that type. That's why she's like, God, man, I don't know why they charge all this money. They charge money like that because of you, Chantal. Scumbags like you that go into places like homes and apartments and destroy the place.
That's great. Yeah, they make you give, some of them make you give screenshots of your bank account. Like, excuse me, like, I want you to see how many times I order from Hardee's. Hey, Steely. Yeah, there's different parts of Gatineau that are worse than others. There's some that are really...
And that's true.
Oh,
with this Ray individual saying after COVID, a lot of landlords got screwed out of money, so they are more careful now. Not sticking up for them, but a lot of sketchy people were renting. I mean, that's true. Because a lot of people that do rent out property, you're basically, who they rent it to, you're basically paying their mortgage. So if you stop making your rental payments, that means that the landlord can't make their mortgage payments. So, when all that coronavirus and all that was going around, a lot of people that own property literally got screwed. Whether they deserved it or not, it was just bad.
Ugh. Honestly, I have a debt from setting up cable there, if you catch my drift. St. Antoine. So and I don't want to pay it. Like, it triggers me to even look at the bill.
Oh my goodness. So she skipped her cable payment. Oh my goodness. See, like I said, Chantal is that scumbag that skips out on shit. Oh my goodness.
Council helped you? Yeah, you're lucky, Veronica. Housing is like 20 years wait almost. It's crazy. Hey, Kara. I don't think he's watching, but I asked him to pin stuff for me because I can't do it while I'm live. I should do a Goral House. We would make a lot of money, I'm sure. Hey, Anna G. Melanie. Tell your brain that paying it closes that chapter in memory forever. That's true, Christina. I gotta pay it because it's freaking tainting my credit report.
Please, excuse me, ma'am. If you're in a bankruptcy that you probably have not been paying, what credit report? You're probably like negative. Like, I mean, come on. I mean, I'm surprised you were able to get cable. Jeez. What a bum.
I want to get my credit report up to like in the 700. I want to get it to 700.
You know how long that's going to take?
That's my goal.
Do you know how long that's going to take, especially when you're in active bankruptcy like you are right now, and then you're probably late on the payments with that? And then let's not forget about the taxes, because that's a whole separate other thing. Do you know how long it would take you to get up to like a 700? You're never going to reach a 700, Chantal. You might as well wipe that thought from your brain.
When I get established and I get cozy, I need to work on paying my debt. Which I have been doing a lot more efficiently.
Oh, see, she hasn't
since being in the Middle East. But I'll be on my own now. Not yet, Zach, but I'm hopeful. Strawberries. I got cable so I could escape to something and not have to, A narcissist will never let you watch a whole entire show. I'm not even joking. It's always them, 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 them. If you're not paying attention to them and you're into a show, or if there's a guy, if it's a show by a guy, they'll be like, why are you watching that? F-word. I swear. Awful. I'm so just blessed to just, I need peace in my peace. Hey, punk rock. HGH, it is 1 p.m. Bankruptcy? A long time. Funny. You had a tough breakup? I'm sorry, George. I haven't paid the cable bill. I don't want to pay it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to have to, but I keep forgetting about it, and it just...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Convenient.
It triggers me to see that address. Keeper. Lasagna, yum, enjoy.
Oh, wait a minute.
I started the goal. I'm going around
Wait
with
a
the
minute.
phones.
Excuse me. I thought she was referring to... Excuse me, I had to get a drink of water. I thought she was referring to a cable bill in the last apartment that she... Like the apartment that her mommy got her. I thought that's what she was referring to. Apparently, that's not what she was referring to. I guess she got cable in Gatineau for Skeletor El Scammy at his place, and that's the bill she's refusing to pay. That's your stupidity, Chantal. Dumb.
Yeah, it's not helping.
Coming back into strawberries. I don't think so. The cable bill is likely destroying your credit. I don't think so. That's not going to cause that much of a ding.
Oh, guys,
it's
thank
all the
you,
other
Marina.
crap, the credit cards. Not to mention if she had damages in the apartment, if they hit her for that, if the security deposit didn't cover whatever damages were in that apartment for her and Pete's, because it was the apartment fully in Pete's name, or was he a co-signer on the apartment? I don't even know. That could be on there. I mean, who knows? The Kia.
I'll tell you about my dinner in a minute.
Who knows?
Paying is better for you. True.
Man.
That's true, Christina. Yeah. I will be paying it, you know.
She said she wasn't.
The final straw. I had some, so before Salah went, disputed irony. No, I got to take responsibility because I agreed to set it up, you know. I wanted cable because, like I said, I wanted something to just, like, escape into, like my shows.
That's a lie.
But,
she wanted cable because she was trying to set up fake pretend happy life over there with, Skeletor El Scammy. When that didn't work out because, Doo-Doo, made a move on her man, and that's when we got into this, Middle Eastern adventure. Come on.
basically, I had 6 chicken strips, french fries, and pickles. Hey, Moodingo. Indigo. It's a curtain that I put... I'm not going to a vacation. Brand that Salah got. Very, very this time. Like, the last time it was, like, more normal coffee, Turkish. Like, tastes more like what I'm used to. This is more floral.
It probably has rose water in it, that's why.
A bachelor for $1,600. In Toronto, that's not bad. Oh, strawberries. Hey, Odo.
Isn't this the same? Again, strawberries and cream with the Just Breezin'. Didn't she say this yesterday? I swear I read this yesterday. Needed her mom to drive her to the beach and thought it was like seeing the Eiffel Tower. 45-year-old woman, mind you. So what? Let her go to the beach with her mom. Look at Chantal. You want to complain about Just Breezin' going to the beach with her mom? Look at Chantal.
Yeah, escaping into YouTube is what what the best thing, like, I find that TikTok, YouTube, hey, Kingu. Oh. Maybe I should pick up a bunch of fake purses before I go. I need to shop before I go because everything is so cheap. I need my meds. Protein yogurt? I've never had that.
You know, does she know that that stuff will be confiscated when she goes through customs? I hope she knows that. If she buys a bunch of, like, counterfeit bags. Go ahead, Chantal. Go ahead and do that.
No, it has, like, a floral taste, Veronica. The cable bill, I don't remember. It's, like, maybe, like, $300 or something. Not that much, but I think.
She's gonna
Hey,
come
Luke.
in with all this contraband.
If I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna do some trivia in a bit. I wrote out some trivia for each era. And we're gonna see how loyal, how long you've been
Chantal's
watching me.
gonna create like an international incident because she's gonna try to go through the airport with all these illegal prescription drugs that she doesn't have prescriptions for, and a bunch of counterfeit like Fendi and Gucci and all that. Hilarious.
Beezers. Yeah, I'll never get cable again. The only thing I kind of miss is watching TLC. A Chanel bag. Stop pigging out. I
Is
know.
cable still a thing?
Well, the grocery prices in Canada are so incredibly expensive. I see these grocery hauls like this. This was $100 in Canada. The people shop at like independent grocer. That's one of the most expensive places. I'm not going to shisha in Canada. You know? Crackhead Olympics. I never did crack ever in my life.
Lies.
Never.
Lies. Lies. We all have the photo. The pipe burn on the lip. Lies. And she even talked about it. So shut up, Chantal. Somebody roll the beautiful bean footage.
Nor will I ever. Maybe strawberries. You just started watching? Welcome, HGH. You'll probably know Scrape. Which service is Welcome to Dairy going to be on? Because I am not going to miss that. Do you miss making 20K? You know what? I don't even barely remember what I did with that money. I know I bought a Mac. I miss just getting up and going to Staples and buying an expensive computer, if that's what you're asking. I really want a new expensive computer, but we'll see. Hookah? No, it's not drugs. It's tobacco. Meth and crack are two different drugs. I bought a Mac. I gave my computer away.
That statement was like Whitney Houston. Crack is whack. It doesn't matter, Chantal. Crack and meth, it's like the same monster.
Myself. HBO? I hope it changed his life. I did it because he said he had a son who needed one for school. And I was like, oh, you know what? You can have mine.
What happened to the Mac?
An iPad, oh yeah. Oh my god. I listen, I like to think I'm a lot different. I'm a much different person than back then.
No, you're still the same evil individual.
In this era, I want peace. I don't want a male form of any kind coming near me, okay?
Lies.
I just want peace. I just want a bees.
She's a liar. She's going to need a penis validation yet again just to prove to all of us that she can get a man. It's good. The cycle will repeat.
Have you paid off? Yeah, it's been paid off.
Wait, what? Have you paid off what?
Thanks, Kingu. The ebook. I need to write an ebook about my life. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Ray knows what's up. They said coke and crack are the same drug. Crack is just cooked coke. Yeah, basically, with crack. Crack is like meth. They put a bunch of crap in there. Gasoline, turpentine, I don't even know. A bunch of crap. It's basically the same crap. So you're very 100% correct.
La Visa. It'll be the intruder. It'll be the story time of all story times. Let me know if I buffer. Thank you.
You know, I'm proud to say it that in my 50 some odd years of age, I have never done a hard drug in my life. Yeah, have I partaken in the ganja? Yeah, maybe a handful of times, not a lot of times. I don't like it. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I'm not like a person that likes drugs like that, so I just never, and then plus being raised around heroin addicts, that helps as well. But nope, never partook in the hard substances, and I'm grateful. Thank goodness.
Are you allowed to bring those into prison? I don't think so. Wow, fascinating, Scrape.
That's not funny. Scrape Girl, you're a racist piece of shit. With this comment, the CIA has announced they're working on a vast new line of ghetto drugs to destroy the lower class. That's not even a funny joke, and all you did was prove yourself to be a piece of crap by saying some shit like that.
I don't want to come back down from this cloud. Remember that song? No, Franks. No. What was that? Hey, Tiny Shamrocks.
Sounded like
Let's start the trivia. Okay. Who's the original Beezers? Maybe there'll be more people later, though. Hey, ACP. Okay. Glycerine. Okay, Tracy, get ready. If Frank hadn't bought you that bubble tea, I know it was a snowball. Hey, now. Hey, Miss 392. We get it, Cassie's. Sing and draw for super chats. Okay. Meowsers. Anyways, I'll try to do a long stream, so even if I don't make super chats or anything, at least the ad revenue. This is the last day before my pay in October. That's why I'm trying to e-bag extra hard.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
No shame at all.
Era 1 trivia. You know, the BB era. The first era. Number 1. This is easy, and they get harder as it goes. What was the name of the giraffe in my living room?
That thing, I don't
Everyone
know.
knows
Did it
this
have
one.
a name? I don't even know. Jeffrey? I'm thinking Jeffrey the giraffe from
The
Toys R
tall
Us.
giraffe in my living room in my first apartment when I first started YouTube. You guys know this one. Rhonda, no? I used to be Cloudy, little nitty. Yes, Brenda.
Brenda?
Yes.
Wow. Showed how much I pay attention.
I had this tall giraffe my mom got me. She had it, like, people were just giving me giraffes. I don't know why. Autophagy. I need some frickin' autophagy right now. Alright. ECP, you're right, because I know people... She's in the wood chipper. Actually, Milan still has Brenda. I want Brenda back. I want my Brenda back. Maybe he could bring himself to get rid of it.
I seriously doubt that Chantal's mom bought her that giant giraffe. I could be wrong, but I seriously doubt that.
I'm gonna ask if he still has it. Imagine I could get Brenda back. That would be iconic. Okay. Whose party did you go on St. Patrick's Day? Yeah, that's a good one. 2. What did I eat for my first mukbang? Does anyone remember? It was very underwhelming.
A pile of shit.
You don't win anything. Look like I smell like Dragon Lord? No, Pancake. I don't have those blown out whiteys. No. I smell slightly better than that. Thank you. Lasagna, yeah. And, like, the complete meal. There was 3 things. There was a lasagna. There was something else. You haven't been around long enough, Tiny Shamrocks? Burger and lasagna and something else.
I've been around that long enough, but I'm not paying attention that closely to this bitch to remember that shit, so I don't care. Like, damn.
The food was disgusting.
People that remember that
Shay
stuff, you need help.
Shay somebody. No. They were soggy, I'll give you a hint. So I had burger, lasagna. The lasagna was just a bunch of sheet of noodles with like a watery sauce. But it had a lot of cheese. You're getting a few seconds, and then I'm going to give the... Zucchini sticks! Yes, coffee. I had zucchini sticks. They were soggy. A burger and crappy lasagna.
Oh my goodness, all that.
All right, number 3.
Lord.
I got Sam during this era as a kid. What was alarming about Sam that we found out later? Like, what was weird about Sam? Something interesting about Sam? That's a choice. You know when you're hungry for a bit of everything? No. He was a boy. I thought he was a girl, so I made up the song. Are you a boy or a girl? Nobody knows.
I don't understand how somebody who claims to love animals, and especially claims to love cats, cannot identify a penis or vagina on a cat. Like, I don't understand it.
Yes, and I named Sam Sammy at first because I thought it was a girl.
It shows you how knowledgeable she is about, like, a mammal's anatomy. And I mean, that goes for humans as well.
No, he had nuts.
Because she allegedly identifies Salah as having a penis, and from what we all saw, he clearly does not have one.
Sam is my old cat, Tilly. Number 4! I can't read my writing. Name one fad diet that I did back then, because I did most of my fad diets in that era.
Intuitive eating.
Grape. Fruitarian, the juices. Oh my god! I forgot about the juices, Zach. Unicity. Intuitive eating. Remember the ghost, the medical medium? Cheeseburgers. No. I did the grape. Sam is a legend. Hey, Bear! Do you guys remember whenever I bought all those expensive juices and they just rotted in my fridge? The eating pyramid.
She bought cold pressed juice.
Okay, this is the last question. Sweet potato chips. And this is really hard, so I don't know if anyone will get this. What was my favorite video game back then? The fast I didn't... Yeah, I did a 5-day fast, for real. Why is there... Mario Kart was in the villa.
I'm sorry.
I'm talking about my apartment in BB days, which were... A lot of you might have not been here. Yes.
I forgot. Didn't she like tries to claim to be a gamer? Oh my God. I'm sorry, but anybody that claims like Mario Kart is their game, you're not a gamer. Get out of here.
You guys get a half point in the non-existent point system for Mario Kart being in the villa days. But what about in my apartment, my first apartment? No. No. Fallout, yes. Alexis, Fallout. Yes.
Fallout Shelter.
Call of Duty. He played Battlefield all day, every day, all day. So, that's the, now the Villa era, okay? Hey, Meowsers, Candy Crush. No, I played Fallout. Okay, era 2. Villa. Remember him yelling at the TV? The arm exercises?
I think, what is the games my sons have been playing? Rust, that's always a favorite. They love to play that game. I mean, it's actually a pretty good game. Or, what is it, Dead Before Dawn? That one. That's the one they typically
Fallout,
play.
Yeah. It's Trivia Bear, yeah. And I'm doing different eras. Pre-Turd Villa days were the best. Well, we're going to go back to that because... Okay. 1. What was the last thing I cooked in the blue pot before I just let it sit there and get moldy for a year?
I don't even remember.
What was the meal I cooked in it? Yeah, I know, irony. Yes, when he did my makeup, that was funny.
Lentils? Who knows? I don't even remember. I just remember it was growing hair.
Bar. Lentils, no. Chili stew, no.
A roast?
No, it was the speaker saying Bismillah.
I don't even remember.
You're close with the chili. God, I use the washroom. Coffee. Is coffee a diuretic? What was the last thing I cooked in the blue pot before I let it just sit there and get moldy? No one remembers? I did a cooking video. Taco soup, corn stew. Hey, Spooky. Methamphetamine.
Yeah, probably meth.
The cracked pumpkin. Oh, the pumpkin! Okay, it was all day spaghetti sauce. Meat sauce. Let it get moldy for a year.
Goodness.
Remember when we opened it? It was hairy.
Yeah, that's what I remember. The hairy.
It wasn't as bad as I thought, actually.
The
I was expecting
spores.
something to jump out, like a bunch of bugs.
She was probably ground zero for the coronavirus right there.
All year spaghetti sauce. It was so gross. It was a spaghetti. It wasn't a church basement because I put red wine in it.
What does that mean?
Stop. Halas. All right. Hey, Coffee is Bay. Number 2, the Villa era. Name 3 items. Any items that are iconic from my bedroom at the Villa.
The mandala hanging on the wall. The llama.
Molded, yeah. Ooh, that's why I didn't open the pot.
And that little mini fridge in the back.
Gaming chair.
And the drawer with
Llama.
with food, a
Mini
piece
fridge,
of fried
the tapestry,
chicken in
the
it,
llama,
or pizza,
back
food
scratcher,
in the drawer,
KFC, high heel decoration,
cat food all over the floor.
the Mandela sheet, the heels I could never wear.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That sparkly dress where she looked like a Vienna sausage stuffed in there.
Cat litter on the floor? No. I put my litter in another room. Hey, Blue Lace! The TV you gave away. Sam in the
Dirty
closet.
underpants.
No, the box mountain. Wasn't that in the living room? The rubber duckies. Fly sweater. Your Uma Thurman wig. Barefoot Contessa.
The fruit flies.
Wigs, yes, all of those things, guys.
The vomit
I
that
don't
you
know,
never
peasant
cleaned out of
penguin.
the,
I don't know what.
the bathroom.
Is it against the law or something? The vent barf. Ew.
Yeah, there you
the
go.
The hospital bed sheets.
I'm not even reading it.
The
Somebody
mini fridge
said
back
that.
scratcher in boxes. I tried to bring the mini fridge to Kuwait.
Oh my goodness.
It broke. On the way here.
I just recently had to get rid of my mini fridge. It died. I actually had a mini fridge where I would keep my face creams in it because it feels nice at night to put the cold face creams on. I have to buy another fridge.
Pile of garbage under your table. The 8-ball in your drawer you flushed. All good answers. Food boxes. Oh my gosh. Running to the bathroom. I loved having my own bathroom. Oh my goodness. It was so awful. It was. Okay, 3. Speaking of Box Mountain. Thank you, Chilichi. Name something. One thing I ordered that was in that pile, the box, like that was in a box from that Box Mountain, the Amazon boxes.
Weed.
Someone's here. Foodie Scooty.
Oh, what did she order? She ordered, what was it, the chef's rack? Did she barely put that together? The chef's rack?
Oh, hold on, guys.
Oh my goodness, here we go
The
again.
microwave stand. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the chef's rack or whatever that was.
A new profile pic. The murky ocean. Hey, Crispy, you missed the bald head?
Excuse me.
The can of butter machine.
Strawberries and cream. Because Breezy lives in the same town I do. Well, not the exact same town, but you know what I'm speaking, the county. And the ocean is not murky out here. It's very nice. Especially this time of year.
Pulp Fiction wig. Hey, Squiddy! Wigs and Tory clothes. Hair fibers. Yeah, all of those things. Okay. I gave it away to my aunt. What did we order on the first day at the villa? What did we order at the first day of the villa?
Pizza?
Get hair toppers. Pizza. Lone Star? Was it Lone Star? I thought it was Chinese. No, it was Lone Star. Wasn't it? The nesting tables. Those were nice. Chinese food. Wasn't it Chinese? It was either Chinese food or Lone Star. Why are you mad at yourself, Scrape? Lone Star fajitas? Yeah, I guess it was fajitas. I remember having leftovers, I think, in the fridge. Maybe. Yeah,
Man,
you're
people
right.
pay attention. I don't
Lone Star
remember.
tortillas and the queso is good. Yeah, it's watery but good. Because I want to prove myself and I don't know. It's all right. You remember some pretty good things. It was Chinese.
I mean, she wants to say that all the reaction channels are like obsessed and watch and follow everything she does. I don't know half these answers. The Beezers know the answers. Those are the ones that are truly obsessed and that are obsessed and stalk Chantal. It's not the reaction channels. Insane.
No, I think it was Lone Star. You're right. The very first meal. We had an empty place, but...
Oh, shit. I remember that now. Now I remember the video just because somebody brought this up. Coffee Rex. It was Chinese because you kept staring at Pete's plate. I remember that. She kept looking at his plate and watching him eat. It was Chinese. Oh, my Lord.
It was Chinese? Okay, hold on. I just have to use the facilities. I'll be right back.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, number 4. No, Cowpat. What
I'm skipped a lot.
did I eat the most in Kuwait?
Rice. I don't know how many times I saw
3.
those California rolls that
Rice,
you call
chicken
sushi.
match boost. Yeah. And here, match boost. Food. You can't go wrong with that answer.
I mean, can you imagine,
match boost and don't eat Hardee's.
imagine what she ate off of camera that we didn't see?
Mike Rice. Hubcap of rice. Rennie, Burger King. Kebab. Chicken Royal. Kebabs and rice. I did eat a lot of rice in the Middle East. Oh my goodness. Oh, if there's a shortage, don't blame me. I'm just joking.
That's not funny.
Hubcaps of rice. Hardee's.
Not funny at all.
Leaky bread bowls. Yes, that's soup with the bread bowl. Santa Fe, KFC. Yummy Syrian bread.
You know, she's so annoying with that hookah.
Salad snacks. That's a good one. The heat was awful, yeah. Cheese. Remember some cheese hauls I did? All right, last question of Eric Kuwait. And this is a hard one. Simply Krista. Tiny Shamrocks, I donated because you just get it faster. Aw, thank you, Shamrocks. I will check as soon as I get off of here, okay? And reply to you. Thank you. Yes, PayPal, I get my money faster. This is the last day for AdSense for October, which is going to be my pay I'm going to be using to pay for most of my stuff when I move. So that's why I'm trying to do a longer live stream, but I don't know, I might get sick of it before. I'm just joking. I have the best beezers, I know. Let's bees. No worries. Thank you so much, Shamrocks. Hi, Peachy.
She should change the name from Beezers to Enablers. I think that fits
my goal thing? Where? Okay. Name, and this is a hard one. Name the beach, the name of the beach where I got bit by Hero. The Bath and Body Works wedding present. Oh, it sounds so good, Christina. 6 bread bowls for $3. Chicken and rice. Beach in Kuwait. Yeah, beach in Kuwait. The name of the beach where I got bit by that cat.
The name of the beach was the beach with the what is the name of the beach? Dead Hamster Beach. That's the name of the beach.
Al Salam Beach. It was in Fahahil, but what was the name? Mangaf Beach? Yeah, it could be called that too. Not Mabula, no. Cat Bite Beach. Yeah, Al Quds, good. Al Quds. The Al Quds Beach. Yes. It was part of the Al Quds Beach, but the Mangaf Beach is right beside it. Masila? There's a Masila. Howie Cemetery Beach. No, that was Mangaf. Yes, Bear Al Quds. Howie Catacombs. Poor How. Poor How. I think he had cancer near the end because he was, I don't know, large, like in his belly. And that happens a lot to hamsters.
How do you know? Are you a veterinarian?
Haters probably expected to put him on chemo for like 2 days. Yes, do you have hamster chemo?
I mean, they probably do.
You don't want to go into class? You can do it, Krista.
I mean,
you should have gotten chemo.
I don't know if they do or if they, have chemo for a hamster. But, like, why would you say something like that? It's just, like, you just give no fucks about a living being. Just shows you're disgusting.
Radiation bees. No, I don't think a hamster could survive that, right? Never heard of that. I don't know. Hey, Saber. I just let nature take its course. Hamsters get old so fast when it starts. Yes, Tiny Shamrocks. Like, one day he was fine, and then I noticed his belly getting kind of bigger, and it wasn't, maybe a week. Hey, Carrie. $60 to get tumor removed. Really, Joanna? And he was like 2.5, so he was he was showing signs of being very elderly, like before that. Cat lives longer, yeah. Juice! Angel fun. It can't be stopped, no. Katimovic era? Did I really talk a lot about Katimovic? Can we see Juice? Yeah, she comes here. Oh, she's asleep. Okay, I'll show you her in a few minutes. Midterms. Well, good luck, Krista. Really, CM. Their bodies are more fragile. Hey, truth-telling girl. I will leave Juice, I know. I'm really sad. Hey, Anonymous. Oh, your cat's on chemo? We all know about you having to assemble your bed for Katimovic.
Are we going to talk
Pre-YouTube
about
day
this
stories.
again?
Maybe in Canada.
Katima Vic again. This is, oh my God, here we go. We're going down the same old memory lane. The same crap, the same stories. Here we go.
What are you going to do, Saber? Okay, what was my first job?
A whore.
Oh yeah, coffee. New York fries, yes.
My first job, I worked at...
Yes, Marilla, yes, New York fries.
Thrifties, which is now called Rite Aid. That was the first job I had at 16, 17 years old.
And you stole fries and puts in. I was allowed to eat them, just not out of the name brand containers. Falsifying time card. Secretary? I never worked at a pizza place. CM. Not really, because I told all these stories, you know, but it's funny. It's more funny. Receptionist? Okay, what department did I work at? The first department I worked at the hospital, the mental hospital. Atelka was Pete's.
Mergers and acquisitions.
We did that one, CM.
I'm just joking.
Call center was like, no, it wasn't my first job. Hey, Angel's Beauty.
I think she did intake. Didn't she do intake?
Okay, I'll tell you my jobs in order. New York fries, if I remember. Then I worked at a bakery for like a couple days before I was fired because I couldn't figure out how to wrap the box, like to fold the boxes for the cakes.
Oh my goodness. Imagine getting fired for that. I don't think that's why she got fired. I think it's probably something else.
Then I worked at a call center doing like not taking 911 calls for like rural areas around Cornwall.
Excuse me, she worked the 911 she was a 911 operator. You have to be fucking shitting me right now. Never heard this before. Don't you have to go through training to do that job? I believe you do. Because I've actually talked to a person that works in that field, and you have to go through training. Like, what the fuck?
Something communications. I forget the name.
Jesus.
And then I worked at... No, I worked at the call center first. You're right. StarTech, which is non-existent anymore. I think I worked at StarTech first, then that 911 call center. Then I worked at... I took 911 calls, yeah.
She's full of shit.
It was awful. It was awful. I'll never, ever do that again. The pressure on you, like, oh no. No, not Bayshore yet. StarTech, the call center, then Red Cross. I worked at Red Cross for a few years. I think starting in 2015.
I don't believe that either.
No, 2011? I don't know, for a couple years anyway.
I think a lot of these, you know what, I wouldn't be surprised if she had, if she has a criminal history before she was the age of 18. And as far as part of, like, punishment and release, she was forced to do some voluntary work. Because a lot of the, like, the the Red Cross and stuff like that, I don't know. Something ain't right. Something ain't right.
YouTube feature page?
Come on.
Get out of town! Nice movie, gal. Stream long and prosper. Stream long and prosper. Stream long and prosper. My fingers are too chubby for this. The worst 911, I'll say in a minute. Then I worked at Bayshore. Then I worked at Paramed, and then went back to Bayshore, because Paramed was shit. And I don't care if they find out about that, because they can kiss my friggin' ass. I'm kidding, sorry. Ugh, that's not modest. I'm famous now? I always wanted to be famous, but I guess it's probably not for good reasons, but there's some of you who appreciate my... Why do my hands look like the Swedish chef hands? You work for Paramed, like as a PSW or in the office? I don't know, Iona. Okay, let me reset. I have to be modest here because it's probably in my best interest. Okay. Little teasers. Yum. Okay,
you know, and,
crazy
and
bread.
it just shows you what type of individual she is at the amount. I don't even know how many of jobs she has actually held, but let's just say she had this many jobs. It shows you what kind of a work ethic that she has, that she goes through jobs like this because she gets fired. She gets fired. Oh my god. All
right, and then I worked at so Bayshore again, and then I worked at the Ottawa mental health place there, the mental health hospital, the Royal Ottawa, in the schizophrenia department, and then I worked in the geriatric department, psychiatric, geriatric, whatever. Leave and come back. Yeah, go out and come back. Then
See, and that's like in the way she just, for somebody that works in the medical field, the way she's explaining this, because I've actually worked in that field, you could tell just by the way, whatever, geriatric, psychiatric, whatever, she doesn't know what the hell she's talking about.
In 2017 until now. Oh, and I worked at another like home health office, very part-time, but it really was crap as well, so I quit that. If I worked at KFC, it was difficult. The most difficult job was probably Red Cross and Bayshore were the same job. So basically what I had to do, really, G-Finger? YouTuber with 100K subscribers, yeah. What I had to do was scheduling for PSWs and in-home nurses, okay? Like personal support workers that do home health care. And, yeah, it is chubby. And they do shock therapy on people. I'm not going to go through Salah's work history, but he's worked his whole, he's been to university and then he started working. He's worked many places.
Therapy, look, I know shock therapy is still used in certain situations, but the way that she's talking about it, like, oh yeah, just shock therapy, like they're just giving it to, everybody. If you want some shock therapy, here, come up here. That's not the way it's done. So I don't know what the hell she's trying to spin here.
The avenues, he's worked like in like the luxury area. He had his business and stuff. But he's had a lot of jobs. He's always supported himself. So, a candy striper.
Oh, my cousin was a candy striper.
Because a lot of times, like let's say the people were overbooked. So the PSWs would be overbooked with patients every day. And then we would always get like a couple call-in sicks. And we had to try to find people to take the extra clients. And a lot of them were like, you had to service them. Like they can't go without service. Those patients, it's an emergency, And then we would have referrals from hospitals coming in for home health care, for wound care, all this and that. So we'd have to enter all the referrals, find a nurse. It was just like, it was so fast-paced and hectic. But I was really good at it, so I did it for a long time.
Please. And that's why when you work in that field, typically you don't want to be an asshole and call in, because whatever load that you're not going to do that day, another nurse is probably going to have to pick up that load and work harder themselves. So Chantal's a liar, man. She's a liar.
And then the 911 calls, oh my gosh, it was like awful.
Please. Never heard this 911 shit ever.
It was the most disorganized business, okay? It wasn't an official 911. It was like a place, it was a telecommunications place that worked for like, businesses would hire us to answer their calls after hours, like veterinary services for emergencies. It was like an answering service. But we also took 911 calls for like Morrisburg, like really rural areas that don't get many fire calls. It was like for fires only, okay? And
so she actually didn't work for 911. But a few minutes ago, she said she did work for 911.
Equipment. We had a yellowing map of the rural areas of like SD&G, whatever, the area. So whenever we would get whenever we would get a call, we would have to go and look on the physical map, and it was old. So sometimes somebody would have a fire in a newer area that wasn't on the map. And like time is of essence, right? So
what movie is this?
Anyway, it was just like,
what movie is this? What episode of Degrassi is this? I don't know. This is not Chantal's life.
Awful. It was awful. It was the shittiest and the shittiest owners, like the crappiest bosses ever. Like one woman, she was married, and I remember her trying to have an affair with one of the men.
Oh my goodness, look at this messy boots. Chantal is messy boots. That's what my daughter likes to call me when I gossip. Messy boots. This is Chantal. Messy boots.
She would just like hit on him while we're busy and like diddle daddle around and just come in and try to be all bossy, like, and
was that you?
I remember getting trained by a woman who would always like sneeze pee on her chair. Hey, tube lover, hey, and stuff. And then like she would be training me, and then she would like and I remember we would always roll that chair to the back of the office like every time she would leave, so nobody would sit on it. But she would order chicken from Cornwall Barbecue, and she would eat the bones. And I remember it like giving me the heebie-jeebies, like the crunching. Yeah. Her husband and I got into a huge fight. He was such an ass. Oh, it's cutting out.
It's funny how there's ever like a situation, the common denominator, and some type of fight or just dramatic situation. Common denominator is always Chantal.
turn off this to see if that helps. Hey, Sleepy Bee, he did flirt with me once, but then
I knew it.
He was like, "Wow, what you're wearing, let me tell you." Anyway, it's fine.
Whore.
Is it okay? See? Anyway, basically, this guy would go to the washroom every day, and one time he set off the CO2 alarm or the gas alarm. I'm not kidding, it was so foul. Like, we would dread it. We'd be like, "Oh great, Mike is in the washroom." Oh shoot, I said his name.
Why do you do this,
it was so gross. Like, I don't know when to talk about washrooms, but his was like nuclear.
What do you think you smell
They
like?
couldn't buy...
Do you think you smell like, fresh flowers, Chantal?
Ah, right. From pooping, yeah, number 2.
Why would she even discuss this? Oh, look, is that the call?
He's not the one that got cut in half. You remember that scrape, see? No, that guy was the one who always went, "Shove out to lunch." Anyway. Oh, what's the cause? Can you guys hear me? Okay, the cause is I'm moving to Canada for good and getting a divorce at the end of October. And I'm trying to raise enough money to just get stuff for my place and to help pay for the move and stuff. Yeah. For you? I know. So, anyways, it's called the prayer, yeah. What was that? There's somebody at the... Yeah, don't disrespect the call to prayer.
Why, you do? You do it every time. You're talking over it.
No, it's somebody doing the call to prayer every time. There's like a loudspeaker on the mosques. You just kind of like, yeah, you get used to it. Probably Julia.
She's so disrespectful, man.
When is Canadian Thanksgiving? It's really beautiful that I'm not a religious person. Yeah, it is, yeah. I mean, obviously there's like... I've heard some really beautiful ones. Like, it depends how the person, like, chants, but... How much have I raised towards the 10K? So, maybe 3,000, 3,500? Maybe 4,000 max? But I bought my plane ticket.
Bullshit.
And I have money
If she raised that much money, you have to add in the paycheck that she just got on the 21st of September from YouTube, plus the other paycheck that she's going to get at the end of October. So she might be over 10,000.
Month's rent when I have to when I get accepted for a place, which is probably going to be like 1,900, something like that. So basically, we got into a huge fight, this guy, because he, like, I would do a lot of night shifts, and this place was hectic to work at, like I told you. I would work a lot of night shifts, and he would work early days with his wife. His wife, Tam Tam. Basically,
why are you saying
he would come in late every morning, and whenever you are tired and you just want to leave work, and you have to wait for this freaking guy to come here. No, I'm by myself. Yeah, her name was Tam Tam. When you would have to wait for your guy when you would have to wait for him to relieve you before you can leave, and he comes strolling in with an extra large double from Tim Hortons, and you know that he's late because he was in the drive-thru, strolling in like nothing happened, 20 minutes late. If you're like a few minutes late, whatever, but if you're like 20 minutes, ma'am, sir. So one morning I had enough. I let it go for like a while. I said, "Mike, do you think that you could come and relieve me on time?" I didn't say it that rude, but
she probably did.
He flipped. It's great. He was like, I don't remember what his excuse was. I don't remember. It was so long ago, but he flipped out on me. So we got into a huge shouting match. I was just like, he like yelled at me, and he was a huge guy. He was probably about 6 feet tall,
and literally about 500 pounds.
So what does that mean? Who cares?
Oh yeah, I told him right off.
Sure
I let him have it. I was like, and you know what? You need to stop stinking up the bathrooms because you're being offensive to the whole friggin' building. He was extremely, honestly, and this is not rude. I'm not trying to be rude because I know I'm aware of my own mortality being morbidly obese if I don't change. But they were in their 40s. He was probably closer to 50. And Tam Tam was probably about 600 pounds. I don't want to be rude, but she, her apron literally hung down almost to the floor.
Why?
I'm not kidding.
The fact that these, who knows if these people are still alive? Who knows if these people follow this channel or know about what Chantal does? The fact that she's on here discussing this, about people that she worked with, basically doxing them. She's just a shitty individual to be doing this.
Well, I don't even know if they're... I hope they lost weight and they're living today, but I don't know. I don't know about that. They were very unhealthy. Yeah. They used to take their insulin together in the break room.
So what?
And you know what? I know if I don't change, I'm another Tam Tam coming up. They had kids. Yeah, Andre Marie, a former person I used to work with. Yeah, I remember thinking, I think if she had weight loss surgery, I think she was talking about getting it. But yeah, she had a very large apron. I remember that. Yeah.
Says the one with the very large apron.
Getting fired from the hospital. Hey, Jackie. They made up some bullshit. Okay, so I was missing a lot of work because the stress. The doctor I was working for kept pushing the time earlier and earlier when I wanted to work at. And you know me in early mornings and stress, okay? No, I'm too mentally ill for this.
Get out of here.
And she was just really rude to me. She had the same secretary for 25 years. And the secretary retired, so I had big shoes to fill. So I go in.
Excuse me, and obviously you couldn't fill the job of the secretary that did the job for 20 years. So that was the problem.
And
you don't.
I take the position. She might have. She was super healthy. She would eat bean salad every single day. Every time I would go in her office every day to get instructions from her, she was eating bean salad. Because I remember once saying, "Oh, have you tried anything from the cafeteria menu?" She's like, "I don't eat that garbage." Okay. So anyway,
most doctors do say that.
I could tell she didn't like me, and I started missing work because I could not mentally help. I would dread it so bad.
Wow.
It was like a mixed melange of beans.
You know what I
and
think
stuff
it is?
like that.
This is what I think it is. Chantal doesn't like women, and I especially think, and I really think that she doesn't like women that are true boss I don't even know how I could say this. Boss bitches. She doesn't like those type of women that give her orders and tell her what to do. She has no respect for them, and she's intimidated by them. So that's probably why she would call out for work.
Whatever.
She was intimidated.
Make sure you get your B vitamins. Anyway, some bean salad is good. I will admit, I like a little bit with an Italian dressing. Anyway, so I got an email on the day that I was getting let go. And it was a unionized position, thank God. And my boss and the HR and the union said, "We have a meeting today at 10. Can you attend?" So I'm like, sure. And I just knew. I was like, I'm going to get canned today. Okay, what did you last hear?
What a good job to use the excuse of mental illness as an excuse to not go to work. A unionized job. Unbelievable. She just doesn't want to work. She's just so lazy.
Privacy, Celia. What did you go? Katie, you're gonna get canned? Oh my gosh, you didn't even hear? Okay. So I go down to the room to get canned.
Excuse me, and did I remember, because she talked about this before, there was somebody that she didn't get along with. I don't know if it was a doctor or another nurse there. And there was an issue with that, as well as her calling into work all the time out or showing up to work late. And I remember they made her sign an NDA, so a non-disclosure agreement to not talk about this. So here we are yet again talking about it. I wonder if that company is still in existence. Yeah.
Manager walks in with a box of Kleenex, and I'm just thinking, I'm not going to cry. You don't need that. So the union's there. Everyone's there.
No, we had these curtains, but they were in the room. So I thought maybe it's because I wasn't working out. Maybe it's because I was, missing a lot of work. No, they made up a bullshit reason that I was leaving work 5 minutes every day early. I was on salary. I always stayed late after work to get my emails done because of the fact that during the day...
Clearly it wasn't bullshit, because if the union representative was there and they didn't say anything, as far as them like trying to fire you for no reason, they clearly had proof of the firing. So whatever, Chantal. It wasn't bullshit. It was obviously true.
Didn't get very much done, too busy. So I would just do it like when there's peace and quiet, there's no one in the office. You know what I mean?
Agree.
So then that's why I was getting terminated.
Excuse me.
And
who's this lurking here? Unions are dirty like that, in my experience. No, unions are not dirty like that. Clearly you sound like a scab worker.
And so basically it worked out that they offered me, actually the union in this case was really good. The union at this place, they offered me like a pretty big settlement. Like I was surprised. I was like, what? You're going to give me all this money to leave? But I couldn't talk about it to news outlets or anything like that. And I could never go back to work there, and I can't file a case against them.
See,
so
why? That's what I don't understand. Why would a news outlet be interested in a story like this? What really went on? Somebody, on the farms maybe needs to do a deep dive and investigate this. Was there some type of incident at this place that she worked at during that time period? I'm curious. For her to mention like the news, why? Interesting.
I ended up getting a settlement, and I ended up getting unemployment for a year because of the fact that they wrongfully dismissed me, and I argued that.
Please.
So they approved it,
I don't believe that.
Are you guys there?
I don't believe that.
Are you guys here? So yeah, they like wrongfully dismissed me. So hey, Alham. So I really just was like,
oh look, Whitey lover, YouTube lover, at Lurkin. Unions are something else. Another scab worker.
We're here. I was just like, you know what? All right. I think they gave me like 10 grand, which at the time was really good to like live off of for a while to look for a new job. And I was on unemployment. I got approved for unemployment. So I was like, yes, this is the best thing, because I hated that place. I hated that place. I hated that job.
The schizophrenia department. I think she's lying. I think there was an incident, something that happened in this whole scenario she's making up, because for her to be let go, get paid, for her to sign an NDA and all that because they're trying to cover their asses, there was an incident. Something happened. Maybe she got into a fight with the other woman that didn't like her. I don't know. But whatever story she's always spun, because it changes every time. Every time she tells the story, it's always something different. Yeah, somebody needs to look into that more.
Like, I loved it. Like, it was awesome. The people were good, except for the one little hamster secretary that would run around and bully people. But everything else was good. Elham, how are you? So,
what is this lurking here again? Whitey lover. Union jobs have been my best paid but most toxic work environments. I would say yes, that's a true statement. Especially for the industry that my husband is in. Yeah, because you have a lot of like old timers that know, the ins and outs of his job, and then you get these new ones coming in and they think they know it all, especially with a newer union heads and all of that. So yeah, it's just the unions of today are not the same as the unions of long ago, if you understand what I'm saying.
I got all that. And then I just like, when it came to time to like looking for a job, I was like, I started doing YouTube as a hobby. And I slowly started, like my first few videos with the makeup and stuff, I wasn't making anything. Then I started making money. And I remember making my first, after I did mukbangs, I remember making my first $50. I remember talking to my grandma and being like, well, imagine if I could just make $1,500 a month, because, at the time Milan was working as well and he was contributing a lot. So I said, imagine that. I don't have to go back to work.
Excuse me, Milan was contributing. No, he was probably paying for everything. What do you mean contributing? What an asshole she is.
This as a job. And my grandma was like, oh, I don't think it's going to work out.
What a way to speak about,
really,
what a way to speak about a guy that you were in a relationship for 8 years. He was contributing. What a bitch.
If I had schizophrenia, which I don't, I would want you in charge. Thanks, great.
She'd be like Nurse Ratched if she was in charge.
They're very picky now. Yeah, I'm sure it will be hard, just like it's hard getting an apartment. Anyway, so that was the story about that. And then I just started making more and more.
Excuse me. Angel fly kisses. This is what she's saying. My boss duped me into an affair. He used my ADHD to push me out before I made lead. That was the last time I worked for someone else. I didn't even know he was married. Come on. How do you use somebody's ADHD against them? You sound stupid.
More on YouTube, and I just never went back to work. And I just tried to make this my job because, like, it's enjoyable. Like, I don't get along well with, like, management. I've learned that.
Oh my goodness.
I like to have my own schedule and stuff, you know?
Excuse me. You don't respect authority. And that's your problem. You have no respect.
You can find tons of jobs online these days. Yeah, true. I don't know if I'd want to go back to a hospital. It's so hectic. I don't know if I'm healthy enough for that.
I don't think a hospital
Lobster mac and cheese dough. Farm boy dough. Oh, I'm not going to have that kind of dough. Maybe we can go like once a week to Farm Boy, but trees there? No way. There ain't no way. I don't think so anyway. So that's my work history. And it was just, I don't miss interviews. They're so hectic. Like, they really grill you, you know? Like, why do you... like, hold on. I used to work in a supermarket, but the way they hired me was kind of sketchy. They let me with loads of other... Oh, really? Oh, I also forgot this era where I worked at factories. Oh, my God. The factory jobs? I have not done...
Get out. A factory job?
Any neurodivergency test, no.
Get out of
here.
The
factory job I worked at a factory making shit grade pressed wood, crappy, like...
Particle board?
Temu special furniture, okay? Like, it was really bad.
Particle board furniture.
Teardrop! Well, hello, madam. Don't you look gorgeous there? Wow. Hello? Yeah, I got kicked out of my house at 16 because I was, like, with, like, an older guy.
Oh, look at that.
My mom... And I was a terror, okay?
Poor.
So my mom soft kicked me out. I got to go live on my at my friend's.
Excuse me, what do you mean my mom soft kicked me out? I don't even know what that means. Does that mean your mom kicked you out and she's still giving you money? I mean, I don't know.
And your old Halloween pic, it's gorgeous. It was awful. It was called Ridgewood in Cornwall. First of all, there were no buses that went to Industrial Drive after hours, so I had to take a bike. Christmas Bow Ribbon Factory? They have a whole factory for that? Do they make tinsel at least, or what? Oh, my God. When I say that I took up smoking just because I had to work there, I took up smoking. Because the smoke breaks, and every smoke break, there was always a woman, like, named Brenda or Debbie or something. And she was there. She's like, yeah, I've been working here 17 years, and they don't give me at fall. I have to put in for my vacation. I should get priority.
Well, yeah.
Always bitching the whole time about the job, and I would be like, yeah, I know, it's already crap. I've only been working here a couple weeks, and I can't stand it. So... Anyway,
the way she makes fun of people that actually work for like many years and just talk shit about them just shows you the lack of respect she has for people. She's just disgusting, man. Just a horrible individual she is. Freaking just succubus.
Oh, and I also forgot about a job I did, telemarketing. Remember I told you guys about that?
Give me a break.
Telemarketing. Oh my goodness.
How many jobs have I had? Let me count. Let me count. Let me think. Oh. I've had 3 jobs. I'm talking about like a period of over 30 years. And then, 3 jobs. And then I went off like independently working for myself. Minus YouTube, doing other things. But 3 jobs, and I stayed in those jobs for many years. How many jobs has she said she's had? Like 5,000? Oh my goodness.
That was the worst. I don't know. Jobs are always fun to bitch about, I know. I think, like, please do a backstory about what, Elham? It was so awful. It's hard getting a job now, I know. Ridgewood just closed recently, which I feel bad because, you know, Brenda's going to be out of a job because she's probably been there now 40 years. And they closed the factory. Down-to-earth, relatable people? Yeah. Me too.
Exactly.
Kimby, a credit, a call center. Oh, that's the worst.
She has no respect. All the people that work in the factories, or work on the docks, or work in the fields picking the food, the farmers, like all the hardworking people, she has absolutely zero respect for any of these people. And these are all the people that make a country what it is. She has absolutely no respect.
To do those too. How would you handle the situation? I remember the worst interview I ever went for, and was grueling, for an actual 911 job with the Cornwall Police. Oh my goodness.
Give me a break.
Oh, they have literal investigators investigate you during the interview. And they go back to, like, have you ever been on stress leave? What's your mental health? Like, they have to do it to know that you're okay for the job.
She's a liar.
And they put this situation on you, like, okay. Teardrop, good for you. You're on your job answering phone calls, and you get some information wrong, and a police officer comes in and starts yelling at you. What do? Do you tell on him? Like, what do you do? I was like, what's the right answer?
Liar.
You know?
There's no way with her history of being in a mental institution that she would even be put in that type of position and given that much responsibility. She's such a liar. Like I said, whatever episode of Degrassi, Gilmore Girls, I don't know. Take your pick. That's where she's getting this shit from.
I still to this day don't know what I would do. I'd probably tell him off right back, honestly.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was hard. It was a hard interview, and I didn't get the job, obviously. I was gutted because it was paying like $44,000 a year.
Which is nothing.
It was paying $44,000 a year, and coming from a job that was paying $11.50 an hour. Really? You got an autism? Really? Are there any like autism?
What is this? Kimby. I got. What is? Oh wait, let me read Teardrop. When I quit my waitress job, I told off the employee that was always starting crap with me. Then I walked out. Gee, I wonder why they were starting crap with you, Teardrop. Anyways, Kimby says, I got an autism diagnosis a couple of years ago, and it made a lot of things like that made sense, LOL. I had a panic attack during my assessment because they wanted me to pretend things were people. Maybe, I guess they were trying to make her, like, asking her scenario questions and what she would do, and I don't know.
I don't know how I got down this rabbit hole, but all these videos came up on TikTok. Data input. The parents on TikTok with, like, nonverbal level 3 children with autism, and it just, like, I have to admit, that looks like something so hard. I can't imagine. Like, you know, I think people, like, underestimate how hard it must be, from what I gather from these videos. Yeah. There's no right answers, really? You're level 2, G-Finger? 2 are nonverbal. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right, Teardrop, eh? Studying autism at the moment.
I don't know. What's up with, like I said, I said this before. What's up in Teardrop's family? I have 3 grandkids with it. It's so hard. 2 are nonverbal. Well, I guess, according to President Trump, you can blame Tylenol, Teardrop.
Those videos were very interesting because it gives you an insight, like what, you know, parents have to deal with. And what I find the scariest is the aggression, you know. And it's not the children's fault. You feel bad for them. Like, you know, they don't know how to control all these emotions when they're higher functioning, right? Right, Shamrocks. Maybe I'd like to study. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with my life. I just want to get to Canada, figure it out.
The way she's acting is like, you know, she's acting like she is 20 years old, just moved out of her parents' house, and she's, you know, on the verge of, you know, living her young adulthood and trying to figure out what she's going to do. She's 40-fucking-1. I think that time has left, Chantal.
About me and our bakery, her lies made no sense recently.
Especially considering her comorbidities and all of that stuff. What are you doing? It's so bizarre. Arrested Development.
What the heck? What? Just give her a free cookie and tell her to be on her way. Her name is Debbie too. Remember during the swordfish era, there was that Debbie lady with her little dog that was like, she hated me so bad for no reason. And you know what? Now it makes all sense now that I know the truth is all out. You are Tiny Shamrocks? You do it, yeah. You do it. And, you know, the top-heavy Debbie...
Tiny Shamrocks, I don't know how much money they've given, but I know they give money. They're autistic as well. I wasn't easy to deal with as a child, and my child has not been easy to deal with. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think a lot of reaction channels get pissed off at the money being grifted in this. It's not about, oh, we're jealous, because none of us are. It's about Chantal taking advantage of not only probably elderly people that might have, like I said, have children in the house and they feel a bond with Chantal, or people feel a friendship bond with Chantal. But now you have people in here proclaiming that they're autistic. I mean, they may be autistic. I don't know. And she's taking advantage of them. It's disgusting.
No, she was like an older woman. And I bet you it's because behind the scenes, he was schmoozing her as well, probably trying to get money from her. He's disgusting like that. It's disgusting like that. So she was probably mad at me for being with that idiot because she had a thing behind the scenes. I guarantee every single tree lady had a thing. One of those gross scumbags. Never. No, I wish I could erase that time from my life, honestly.
And the fact that Teardrop is saying this about her own grandkids, because what did Kimby say? Teardrop, that must be really difficult. My friend's son was nonverbal for a long while, but he eventually started talking after starting school and doing speech therapy, which is good because sometimes that helps. And then Teardrop, her response is, yeah, it's so sad. Why would you say that about your own grandkids? Maybe you should be more positive, Teardrop. Maybe that would help them, you know, to improve on their speech if they're nonverbal and stuff like that. Maybe you should work and help your grandchildren. Maybe use some flashcards and things like that. Why don't you be a participant in your grandchildren's life instead of sitting up on here giving Chantal money and talking about how sad you are for your grandchildren? You're disgusting.
Yeah. Oh, I applied for so many apartments. Oh, I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it.
I mean, there's so many
I kind of want to have some cheese.
There's things that Teardrop could do, you know, with her, you know, like I said flashcards. That's just something that came to mind. There's a lot of things that she could do to help with her grandchildren if they're autistic, if they're nonverbal, to help improve their life. But clearly she's not doing anything.
The eggs. Cheesy eggs!
Sick.
You become mute? I see, J-Finger. Interesting. Thanks for sharing that. Oh, Teardrop, I applied for many. But there's one.
And
yes, Christina, we need a user pass.
Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent again. And the reason why I get so upset at something like that is my own experience raising my son with Asperger's. He had speech issues. He had a cleft palate and stuff like that. And with me, his teacher, his brother and sister, and my husband and all of that, we were able to guide him through his education. And he was homeschooled so that he was able to graduate high school. So the fact that Teardrop is saying that that's sad, no, it's not sad. Why don't you help these kids? Help them to graduate, become something, instead of sitting there being a lazy tub of lard.
I picture scooting around town and like going different places with you guys. I watched this person on TikTok. They scoot around Toronto, and they go to like the tower. They go all over with their scooter, the mall. Thanks, Alham. Your husband pretends to laugh. Style. We're gonna scoot to the gym. Remember, I had a trainer.
Oh yeah, the trainer lasted what, one day?
Should I make cheesy eggs?
Oh my goodness.
Not bad enough. The scooter, yes. Should I get a more heavy duty one for like a couple grand?
Yeah.
What's his name? David. The scooter man? No.
is seriously considering a scooter, the one that she showed in the photo on her community page is not the type of scooter that she needs to get, especially if she's going to be out in the street and stuff like that. It snows, it rains and all that. She needs like an all-terrain one. And not only that, the power, like the motor and the battery, and like she has to think of all these things with her weight. All this stuff has to be considered. And she's going to, at least for a top level scooter that she needs, she needs at least $3,000 or $4,000, not like some little $1,200 scooter. She's out of her mind.
On TikTok? Really, G-Finger? Eggs. Do you like eggs? Yeah, George. It was George. They ask you to pretend to brush your teeth. What? Get a high-quality scooter. Can you make them live? I can't film the kitchen, but I look like a beach ball. I did! I'm completely round from the side. It's weird. Elimination diet. Remember Papa Swole wanted me to do that? What was his name? Papa Swolio? If you're going to spend a couple grand, just get a car.
Yeah.
No, because I can use the scooter around the malls and stuff. You can't drive in a mall. I get tired really fast. That's why I hate going out.
Because it's called...
That would eliminate that.
It's
also
called
losing
heart failure.
I know, but until, get the heaviest duty one you can afford, highest quality. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Just 'cause, Brooke. It's not my house, So... I'm trying to show what I can, but I don't really want to get dogs, to be quite honest. Well, that's interesting, Kimby. $2,000 car these days won't have a motor. You can't get a car for I'm sorry. There's no way.
Yeah, you can. You can get a car for $2,000. Go to an auction, an auto auction. You can get one.
Really, Tiny Shamrocks? Wow. That was nice to Freely. You don't like Freely? Do you want people seeing inside your kitchen? Yeah. Hey, Night Owl. Yeah, Scoot Bee's in Teardrop, right? Okay, let me show you Oos. Just give me a second to get up. It takes a while. Oos, Scoot, Oosie.
Wait a minute. Okay. First of all, Angel Fly Kisses is the one that said her boss used her ADHD against her and had an affair, like made her have an affair, whatever. She didn't know he was married. LOL. Okay, so now she's saying, last year I wore a sexy nightie, a Christmas apron, Santa hat, made Christmas dinner, baked cookies, decorated, and wrapped gifts. And I had 3 or 4 guys paying to watch me all day. It's not hard. So clearly, I don't believe that story of the affair. Clearly, you are a willing participant after hearing that.
What's this? This is illegal. This is illegal. You have a snub nose. Oh, baby. You want your bell bell? Oh, you have 6 boobs. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, Chantal, which role is your boobs?
Hello. Oh, stinky pew. Ew.
What's this?
What? You gonna catch bugs tonight? Did you almost catch a wolf spider?
You did, baby. Yes, baby. Her fur's growing back. Hold on, guys. Okay. Getting off the ground for a few minutes. What? Give me a minute here. We're gonna go to the kitchen, but first, I just can't put camera on. She looks so long.
Let's fast forward. I don't care.
Your name is funny though, Crisco, because that's pretty funny. The windows. I mean, I bite back once in a while now. I don't really. Oh, Laurie. I see you, Julia. I wish people could just keep it, like, online. And let creators have a life, like, yeah. Yeah, I don't get a kick out of that. What I don't like about reaction channels, the main reason I don't watch, is because, like some of the stuff is so stupid and petty. And that's not my kind of thing. You know, if someone has like something intelligent to say, maybe. Name a reaction channel of Core World that is intelligent, not hate-based, and pretty funny.
Me.
Hey, Georgia Girl.
Look, I'll say this. I'm not like the most intelligent person. I'm not. Do I know a little bit about everything? Yeah, probably, because I read a lot. I'm not hate-based. Do I crack jokes about her? Sure I do. But yeah, I that's me, Chantal.
Michaela, it's cheesy eggs. That was so good.
Like I said, there would be nothing more that I would like would be for Chantal to turn her life around. And I've said that from the beginning. Even though she's a vile individual, like my motto is the best revenge is success. So if she wants to get back at all the reaction channels, she needs to be successful at turning her life around. And that's all I've ever wanted for her. Like I said, it's no hate. I don't hate her at all. I don't hate anybody. But that, like I said, that's up to her. Who knows if she'll ever do it? I don't know.
Here. Better than, no offense, than
That's
lamb.
not
That's what I was
true.
having today. I
Righty
miss salsa.
lover. You cannot reason with them because they're hate-based, hate-focused, hate-angled 24/7. No, that's not true because that's not how I live. I don't live my life in that fashion at all. Like I said, I don't hate anybody, and I don't hate 24/7. Like, do you think I'm thinking about Chantal 24/7? Nope. No, I'm not.
I have to spend a lot of time with them before I go.
Scapegoat, give me a break. Tracy, they're not capable of having a real conversation anyway. They simply won't hear it. Yeah, I'll hear it. I'll have conversation with people, even people I disagree with. There's nothing better than conversation. And I'm not going to block somebody or delete their comment just because I might not agree with their opinion. I mean, if it's like a hate comment or a racist comment, something like that, yeah, sure. But if my opinion doesn't vibe with yours, like, okay, let's move on. Let's talk about it, move on.
Can someone tell Julia I'm replying to her? She needs to go out and come back in. Falafel? I can't eat lamb. I've tried. Mutton, if it's cooked right and like mash booze. They use the same 1 or 2 blanket trump cards, yeah. When are you going back to Canada? End of October. So any super chats, cameos, the ad revenue from this stream, anything is going to go towards that. Even my haters should be rooting for me going back because they'll get more entertainment, so.
And I think Pulpy is
Skincare
another
routine.
channel.
I can't wait to get...
Pulpy is another reaction channel that's like on the nicer side where he's not really mean. I like Oh Lordy, It's Jordy, The Ankle. They're on the nicer side. So there's a wide variety of reaction channels in this part of YouTube that anybody like that fits, where you want to be. If you like to cuss a lot, if you like to joke a lot, there's channels for that. If you want to talk a lot, there's channels for that. There's a wide variety of people. We're not all bully channels. Honestly, the ones that she's accusing of bully channels, and I'm not going to say who it is. The two main ones, well, you know what? I'm going to say who it is. Yaba and FFG, the two main ones that she accuses of bullying. I actually don't think they bully her. They actually have a reason to go after her. She actually gave them a reason. So I don't blame them for talking the way that they do about her. They have every right to do it.
Really good skincare routine. Aw, thank you, Teardrop. I don't expect my followers to go in the chats and...
Wait a minute. Teardrop has a new photo. I can't really see it. I can't wait to look that up. Teardrop, I will defend Chantal all the way on her channel, but I'm not going to waste time and argue with them on their idiot channels. They all just brain dead. First of all, I don't think you could even argue with any of us. I think we're above your pay grade, Teardrop.
I mean, like, if you want to, fine, but I don't, I don't want to subject people I care about to that kind of mental torture. Teardrop. She does, Strawberries. And I'm going to answer you. India's fine. Goat milk. They always ask you here when you want, let's say you want to go buy yogurt. You don't go into a store and just pick up a cute container of Oikos. No. You go to a small store. You get a tub of yogurt.
That's awesome.
Right, tiny.
Fresh
Exactly.
yogurt. It's a luxury.
There's no Oikos here. There's no cute Oikos yogurt. It's a tub, and the yogurt is like, you could tell it was like homemade, like not in a factory, because it's like thin, a bit chunky. Like, I can't describe it.
It's the best.
And they always ask you, do you want sheep milk or cow milk? Cow milk.
Oh, the sheep one's the best one. It's tangy. I love it.
Strawberries, yeah.
She doesn't know what a luxury that is to have that fresh yogurt. I would love to have that every day. Fresh milk and yogurt like that. Well, I don't drink milk, but for cooking and stuff, oh my goodness.
If you go in there, like, it's somewhere that they can be mean,
What is this?
That Heather Lindquist person.
Wait, hold on. I went into Just Breezin' today's chat the other day, and I told her to leave you alone, and got blocked instantly by her deranged mods. Thinnest skin in America. Shocking considering she's from the streets. Who's from the streets? Just Breezin'? I don't know if she's from the streets. I think I know what city she lives in, and that's not really like a street-related town. I don't know.
Is deranged in the head. She's a mother.
Uh-oh, here we go.
She has a business. She used to be a fan, and then she went nuts. I have no idea why. She's tried inboxing Salah. He's shown me. Of course, he doesn't reply. Nice try.
What a little bitch. What man does that? I'm sorry. What man does that? I don't know of any man that would go to his significant other and say, look at this. These women trying to talk to me. What man does that? None. No man would ever.
And a PayPal calling me a sow. She's like disgusting person. She's so hateful.
I prefer bovine, actually.
Literally gonna pray for you because you have been hating me for 7 years. For you to have that much hate in your heart for 7 years, you need psychological help. And if your daughter's watching, please help your mother. Wow. Please help her. This is not sane. Uh-oh. Anytime she can send me a message anywhere before getting blocked, she will send the most.
Why are you bringing up her daughter? Why do you do that? Why do you always go after the kids? I don't know why she does this. That's one thing. Do not go after the kids. Just a fucking lowlife she is.
Hateful shit ever. The most disgusting things. About my weight.
So? She's
a psycho Karen. One of those psycho Karens. Probably claims to be Christian and a good doer.
What?
No, she's insane.
Excuse me, what does that have to do with anything? What is... I'm biting my tongue right now. What does being a Christian have to do with any of this, Chantal? You're just evil, demented individual. I swear, I think a demon has taken over you.
She's one of the worst haters. It's disgusting. No, she doesn't have a channel. Jeez. She's like Lake Superior Gems. It's like she has like a business called Lake Superior Gems. You don't want me to say that online? Then don't message me from your business account calling me a hog, okay? Because I'm gonna out that shit.
Docs.
So if you buy necklaces from her, you're buying necklaces from a bully. Just be aware of that. She's vile.
I hope whoever this person is, Lindquist is her name, whatever business that she owns, I hope you file a lawsuit against Chantal for what she just did right now.
I'm tired of her harassing me. And if she doesn't stop, I'm going to be...
And I would file a lawsuit just for the fun of it for like $1. Not for any money, but just to mess with her.
Going the harassment route when I get to Canada.
Just for the principle.
She's awful. She's probably 60.
What? So what? What is that?
What happened?
Excuse me. You're 40 and you look 60. So what does it matter?
Yeah, her email. She's watching like a hawk. That's why strawberries. When I said gonzo, again, I say like a random insult. Is it right? Probably not from a moral perspective, but I don't really care sometimes. I never claimed to be an angel. Okay, I don't come after these people first, ever. So after
That's
a few
not
years
true.
of them calling me names, if I want to call them gonzo once in a while, and that makes you mad, oh well. If it makes you mad that I call her gonzo and you're shocked by my behavior but not by theirs, you're a hater. Hey, Bobby Joe. Really, Coffee? She's insane. 7 years of hating that bad. I really feel bad for you.
What is this? Whitey lover. Reaction channels are insane. FF in particular. She's constantly crying about Muslims and being offended by you not praying, but she openly offends Christians by reporting. Damn lady, get some self-awareness. I don't know who FF is. Somebody tell me in the comment section.
Who is?
French fry? Is that who she's talking about?
Who's FF? Crying about Muslims and being offended by you're not praying, but she openly offends Christians by repeating, God damn, lady, get some self-awareness. Yeah, right. No one, that's the problem. That's my problem with, like, no one should be telling anyone how to pray, when to pray. Like, how,
Yes.
That's not between you and me. You're
Yes,
not
it is.
God, you know?
It has this is the thing. I don't think no matter what religion Chantal decides to partake in, she has this really skewed relationship with God and what it means to have a relationship with God. That's not how it works, Chantal. It takes a village, basically, and you're always going to have people, whatever religion that you're in, that are always going to try to guide you on the correct path. And I think that's what many people try to do. When they see you going astray or doing something that, might be offensive or whatever, they're trying to guide you onto the right path. And it doesn't matter if they're not a Muslim or if they're not practicing Islam. Maybe, they did in a prior life, so they have a little bit of knowledge about it, stuff like that. As far as like the Christian stuff, you just kind of like brought up the Christian stuff when you were talking about the linguist woman, like, oh, she probably thinks she's, the self-righteous Christian or whatever you said. There was no need for that. So you're guilty of doing the same thing. And as a matter of fact, we don't hear you talking about the Christians that are being murdered on a daily basis in Syria at all, Chantal. So before you, get back on your high horse again, maybe you need to shut the fuck up.
You're not God. You have no right to tell me when to pray. Who the hell do you think you are?
No.
Think about it.
She has
It's
no
so
idea.
weird. But you know what? Whatever. If that's your opinion, I don't really care. Do you see me changing my life to how you think I should be living? No. So you don't pay. I was gonna say you don't pay my bills, but you probably do pay a portion with all the attention I get because of you hating me. No, it's not Heidi Lindquist. It's Heather, or is it Heidi? Heidi's probably her daughter.
Oh, wow.
So this hating thing is a family event.
Wow. So
Imagine
not only is she doxing the mother, she's doxing the daughter as well. What a vile individual she is. Just vile.
Be embarrassed and ashamed
Yeah.
if your mother was bullying somebody online for 7 years and you got in on it with her. Like, that's so weird. That's so weird. I can't imagine. Oh, Heidi's her daughter, because the mother is Heather
Wow.
Lindquist. I remember the name because of how much they email, message, Heather is like 60 something. I'm going through Salah's. Salah's showing me all his messages on Instagram when he had it. Doesn't have it anymore. He goes, I saw the name. I go, oh my gosh, here she is. Lake Superior Gems trying to message Salah, like hitting on him. No reply, of course. Haha, loser. Like,
Give me a break.
with the wide, empty eyes. Yes, those empty Karen eyes, psychotic eyes.
Excuse me. You're the one that looks like you have FAS. So I wouldn't be talking about somebody with wide eyes.
Emailing you hate is really like, yeah. People are such imbeciles. Really lurking here? Scream, go, like, Lish, why?
You know what's
What
funny?
did I do to you?
My daughter knows that I cover Chantal, and every once in a while she'll ask me, so what's going on with Chantal? And then, I'll tell her what's going on, and then I might play a clip, something that Chantal has said or done. And my daughter is shocked at Chantal's behavior. Doesn't know anything really about Chantal, has never watched her, but like the same question I always get from my daughter, why does she do that? Why is she doing that? So you're just a weirdo.
I'm fat. Clearly you don't like fat people.
Oh my, here we go.
Because you always
Here
make
we
fun of my
go.
weight in the messages. Your problem with my weight is really not affecting my life. So you've wasted 7 years of your life trying to hate me when I'm just here eating cheesy eggs. Like,
Whitey lover again. They like to pretend to be the hot, cool, popular, smart girls, pulpy included, but they all are pathetic. Listen to their chats. They're insufferable. They all nod along, brain dead. No. I've never claimed to be the prettiest, the smartest, or anything like that. That's all your girl, Whitey lover. Chantal has claimed to be all of those things. I don't believe there is a reaction channel that has ever said that about themselves, that they're the smartest, that they're the prettiest, that they're the hottest, the coolest. No, that's your girl, Chantal. Maybe you should say that to her.
I always say like. I used to have an English teacher who hated when people said like. Oh, don't say like. Fat phobia,
It's
yeah.
fat phobia. Give me a break. No.
People say it doesn't exist.
Fat phobia does exist, but in the case of Chantal, no, it's just people don't like her because she's an asshole. Plain and simple. Nothing to do with weight. There's plenty of channels on YouTube where there's probably people bigger than her. Take, for example, Glitter and Lasers. I don't have a problem with her. I actually like her. I like her fashion sense. I know there's like reaction channels that follow her or whatever. I've been kind of watching Rosie. I know people have issues with her. But it's like there's a lot of other people that are bigger and nobody has a problem with. People have a problem with you because of the crap that you've done throughout your YouTube career, and you still continue to be a jerk. Plain and simple. It has nothing to do with you being 600 pounds.
I'm telling you, there are people who are actually fat phobic. Yeah, of course.
Excuse me.
Cheesy eggs. Cheesy eggs. Cheesy, cheesy, cheesy. Cheesy, cheesy, cheese. That's a hateful person, yep. Yep. Sit here and make fun of her. I really want to, believe me, I want to go off. I'm not gonna. Displaced hatred. I don't understand fat phobia. If people are grossed out by fat people, oh well. Sorry, I mean, like, if I offend you, don't look at me. You know? Like, I have a right to exist.
I mean, that's something like genetically, and people, I can't remember the study that was done about it, but people are wired not to be attracted to people like Chantal. Genetically, like as far as like back in the day of the cavemen and all of that, they would go for the one that was the healthiest. They're not going to go for somebody that's like Chantal. So that it's wired in people's DNA. Has nothing to do with fat phobia. Get out of here. It does exist, but it's not for the reason you think.
Roundness is wasted emotion, yeah. Remember when the Grinch did this? When he turned good? There's one of the little kids, they're 2 years old. She squeezes my cheeks like this. I'm like, ow! She'll come up to my face and go, on. I mean, like, here. And then she'll go, I was like, ow! And I don't like disciplining kids. Like, I just don't. Cheesiest eggs. Cheesiest eggs. Oh my gosh, I'm the queen of eggs. Yeah, true, incredible. Sorry, Shamsa, let me see what your question was, and then I'll be glad to... That coffee made me hyper. Yeah, Yona! I don't understand fat phobia. Yeah. Shamsa!
What does that even mean? A whitey lover. The nerve of some of these people, not even from this country, but brazen enough to assign ownership of this country. Get the fuck out. I don't even know what that means, but okay.
To pretend to be the hot, cool, popular, smart girls, Pulpy included. Are you divorced? We're getting a divorce.
See, this is the thing. This is what I feel about Chantal. Chantal always wanted to be the popular girl in school. She never was. She was, in fact, wasn't she called House or something like that? Because she's always been big. She was probably always the weirdo. And I think doing this YouTube thing, and she has this group of people, these brown nosers around her that are idiots. In her mind, she feels like she's the most popular girl by having them all around her. It's kind of weird to watch. It's, you know, I guess her dreams came true, you know, of finally being the popular girl. But in fact, it's like the other way around. Everybody's actually still laughing at you.
Before I leave here. Anyways. I mean, I'm not glorifying obesity. I'm not saying it's healthy.
Yeah, you are.
You know, I don't like being obese. And why I haven't changed it. Long story. But in the end.
You're lazy.
The actual hatred towards someone, yeah, it's not justified. Sorry. You know? I don't think there's anybody fat, morbidly obese, who likes being obese.
No. Some people do.
I mean, well, some people do, but sharing her journey. Like the plus size park hoppers. Their own mental battles, yeah. You have fat phobia, that's why I watch Gore World, so I don't overeat. I'm sure a lot of people are like that, so at least you're honest, I guess. Who do you think is the nicest reaction? I have no idea. Nicest?
Who would be the nicest reaction channel?
I don't think I could name anyone. I hate it. You hate what, Crisco?
I would say,
I hate
like, if I had to pick, let me see. Who was the nicest reaction channel? Pulpy? And even, like I said, Snowflake, I think he's nice because, you know, he jokes around a lot, but he's not really mean in that sense. But I would say Pulpy is probably like one of the nicest ones.
all love all.
And the ankle, I
love
like
all?
him too. He's real sweet.
Just exist, yeah. I'm just going to exist. Nicest one, LOL. Slimming World? No. I've tried Weight Watchers, everything.
I think generally, you know what though? I mean, if you really think about it, like if you're into the reaction channels, I think all of us are generally nice people. I think a lot of the times people get pushed to the edge and then they react and then that's where the meanness comes out. But I think in general, most reaction channels, they're all nice people. I don't know, at least in my opinion.
Torrid Hall? Yes. Okay, where's I don't know where there's a Torrid. I gotta look it up. I don't want to go in the store. There's so much better deals online, so I'll probably just order from Torrid. Or Pennington's. Or, I don't know. I don't know if Pete's got a job. I haven't talked to him. I have to ask. You have fat phobia of yourself? Oh, really, lurking here? Take us shopping? My mom was concerned about me putting on weight, so that's why she tried to, like, not let me eat sugary cereals and stuff like that. And she would defend me so much. Like, one time we were at the park. I remember a grown man nearby.
Oh my God, why do you love her? Get the fuck out of here. Pulpy and garlic easily exhibit toxic masculinity. I don't think so. Neither one of those two individuals, and I know garlic doesn't like me. I don't give a shit. But I don't think he exhibits toxic masculinity, and neither does Pulpy. Are you out of your mind? Do you even know the definition of toxic masculinity, what it is? It's not them.
Total trashy guy. He was at the park. I don't know why. I don't want to know why when I think about it.
Probably to hook
Oh
up
yeah,
with
it is
your mom.
Crisco. Because I didn't see it. Maybe it's a withheld comment, withheld word. I don't know. Anyways. Of course it buffers when I'm telling the story. Anyway, this loser at the park, I was squishing my knee, and I said, why is it like that, Mom? He said, because you're fat. And so I said, she freaked out on him. She was always afraid of me getting a complex for that.
Yeah, that's what gave you the complex.
She was like, you're going to tell a kid that they're fat? Like, and I remember that. So you remember those things as a kid. This loser at the park, he had a wife beater, he had a mullet, a handlebar mustache.
I don't know. The way I've raised my kids, and as far as like with the food stuff, is I've always gave them the choice. They've always had the option. You know, if we have candy in the house or we have fruit, there's an option. And I've always enabled them to make their own decisions about what they eat. I always had the fear of like, if I never let my kids have, candy or soda, or, be like one of those parents, that I would create an eating disorder for them. And I didn't want that for them because I had bulimia for many years of my life. So I didn't want to create that environment for them. So I always let them have the choice of what they wanted to eat. And they're all fine. That's just my experience raising the kids.
All the stereotypes. Probably has a fridge full of Pabst Blue Ribbon. No offense. Anyway. Mean ass people, yep. And then one time out at the park, these people called my grandma fat, and I freaked out on them.
Oh no!
And I remember
sounds like your mom and your grandma might have been hooking in the park.
A big fight, and then my mom had to go visit their mom. I don't know. Drama.
Gunshots in the background.
What is that? Is that a gun or fireworks? Fireworks, I think. A mullet explains a lot. Back then it did. Really, Teardrop? Aw, I hope she got better.
Yeah, there you go. Teardrop.
What?
Teardrop. What's really going on up in Teardrop's life? Exactly why my youngest daughter had an eating disorder at 17. Yeah, how old was I when I developed? I remember it probably started when I was 16. Like my first boyfriend, in high school. What size was I? I was probably like a size 7. And he said I was getting like fat thighs. And then that's when the journey of bulimia began. Like it takes like one more mark like that.
White trash, beautiful trailer park queen.
A size 7, man.
The mother she was talking about that she wore in the 80s. Oh. I saw Sinners, yeah. Ham spears? I don't know, Angel Fly.
And then, let me say this. It started at 16, It started at 16, but then having bulimia for like years, it kind of morphed into a control issue where I felt I had literally no control in my life. And the bulimia is the one thing that I could control. As far as like what I was eating and taking out of my body, kind of turned into that. But thank goodness I was able to get treatment for it and do not suffer from that anymore.
Chinese lemon chicken. Awful, Katie. They used to call me Ricky Lake. I'm trying to think of insults. Ricky Lake.
They called you
Don't
house?
say that to a kid. No, Caribou. China. They used to call me China. I don't know.
Rest in peace,
Weird
China.
things. I hated every single person in my class. Even my friends.
Wow. Nice.
Gunfire? Gunfire, I hear fireworks every night. Gunfire maybe every 3 days. Or not as often, but...
What a miserable
Yes, I want to go to
individual.
Japanese. Wow, coffee. That's awful. Jeez. The Servant? Isn't there a new series? Is it called Wayward? Or something like that? It has Toni Collette. The teachers would slap you. They screamed at us. A Russian doll. I get that a lot, Crisco. I could see it. Did you, Teardrop? Kids are just awful to each other. I was mean to kids too, though. I can't say anything.
Of course you were.
There was one girl. I befriended her. I bullied her at first with everyone else because they were doing it.
Oh my goodness.
And then I befriended her because I became intrigued and felt bad. She used to sit on...
probably befriended her because she didn't have any friends herself. That's probably why. What a jerk, man.
She was in my class. She used to sit on the stairs because nobody, like, if you were sitting on the stairs at recess, you were a loser. All the cool kids went to the back of the school. Anyway, she would sit there reading the Bible, and she had...
What's wrong with that?
I'm not making fun of her because one of my best friends had a lazy eye, but her eye was always like this.
Why are you making fun of her and she was sitting there reading the Bible? You're disgusting. Disgusting individual you are. Jeez.
And so people made fun of her.
Why are you talking about her? What if she's watching the channel? She's still alive. And you're talking about her in that way. You were never her friend. You're vile.
Hey, Moonlight. And she had a mushroom cut. Like, people just made fun of her. She was really large.
You were making fun of her.
She had a birthday party. And I literally was the only person who went to her birthday party. She lived in a foster home. I want to cry thinking about it. It was so sad. She had no friends.
She probably had no friends because she was friends with you.
Friends hated me for being friends.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hated the clique I was with, Harley Quinn. They were jerks. They were mean girls. I hated them. Jeez. But this girl was so sweet. And so I brought a little gift bag. My mom, I said, there's this girl at school, I want to go to her birthday. And I told her, So my mom took me out to the mall, the stores, wherever, and we got a gift bag. And I got her like a whole bunch of products. I remember a mascara I got her. A really nice mascara. I got her some like perfumes. And I got her just like a bunch of stuff. And my mom and I put the gift basket together, and then I brought it to her, and she was so happy. Yeah. And then she left the school this year. I don't know why. I never found out what happened. Oh, I remember looking her up. I forget her name. She got pregnant with somebody.
Why would you?
There was like a big scandal, I think, with her foster care. She got abused and pregnant by.
Why would you talk about this?
Own the place? Oh, so awful.
You're a bitch. Why would you talk about this? Why? That's her story to tell, not yours. You're a bitch. Disgusting.
Those people deserve to go to hell,
my God.
you know?
So do you.
Anyway, she was really sweet. I feel so bad.
She's horrible,
Anyway,
man.
that was her. Nobody liked her but me. And, to be quite honest, hold on.
Oh, that fingers wagging needs to be
The same stoners in middle school. The same thing with Pete's. Pete's I met in high school in my English class, English literature.
Yeah, and Pete's, his real name, is it James or Charles or something like that? And the reason why his name is Pete's is because he had really bad acne back in high school, and Chantal used to make fun of him and call him Pizza Face, and that somehow got shortened to Pete's. So that's what that name is. So every time she calls him Pete's, that's just like a dagger reminding him of how he had acne when he was a teenager.
Or writer's craft. Nobody liked him in school. He got bullied so bad. He would come to school. We were 16. He would come to school in a fedora and a women's leather trench coat. So people thought he was a pew-pewer. That's one thing they called him. And he had long black hair and a goatee. You wouldn't even recognize him. Vanna, I know. I stuck up for him. One bully one time that looks like O'Doyle Rules was like, look at this Einstein. And he was really big, jock guy. Issa P, no, he knows I tell this story. I've told it before. He doesn't remember being bullied. He wasn't bullied in elementary school, but he doesn't remember this instance of being bullied in high school. The guy goes, look at this Einstein, and Pete just kept talking. I was offended for him. So I said to the guy, he's probably...
Yeah, she was offended for him, just like she was offended for Serena Williams in the Cotton the other day.
A lot smarter than you. You're dumb, and you're in the general class, and Pete's is in the advanced class. So... Anyway, I shoved him into the locker. I was so pissed. But one of my friends, secretly behind his back, would say bad things about him. Like, look at this guy, you know. But then I got intrigued the same way I did with this girl, and I became, like, best friends with him and everything, you know. Might have been disassociating. I don't know. He said that people were nice to him in elementary school. I believe that. Most people probably didn't bully him to his face, you know. But that one instance after class, I remember that guy doing that to him. And I remember just taking up for him. I hate people like that. And Pete, to be honest... He is very smart. He's very intelligent.
Mm-hmm, sure.
So, we used to watch Jeopardy, and he knew, like, all the answers.
Oh, I used to watch Jeopardy.
Yeah, he was goth.
I remember watching Jeopardy with my grandmother. And actually, you can learn a lot by watching Jeopardy.
Glover, he was goth, yeah. That's what intrigued me, because after I met him, I went through a big goth phase. I was the tackiest goth. I was like the fat goth kid on South Park. Fedora and trench coat, yeah. You probably... Yeah, I found him interesting to have... At least he had conversation, you know. So we became good friends, and, you know, I went through a goth phase. He used to play Vampire the Masquerade. He doesn't remember the Sears pics. Okay, next time you're in his chat, tell him the Sears pics we had on the wall in the apartment with me like this over his shoulder. He'll remember that. Maybe not, though. Hey, Sophia! I don't have the pictures anymore. I know. When I moved out, I didn't take those. No. I remember, like, Milan helping me clean out the apartment we had with Pete. Oh, my goodness. And that apartment was haunted, I swear. You would have liked him, April? He said maybe your mom does.
So not only did you cheat on Pete's with BB Milan, a.k.a. Milan, but you had the guy that you were cheating with clean out the apartment that you and Pete shared. Way to go, Chantal. Nice.
Maybe. Did I get bullied? Yeah. I think everyone gets a little bullied. I got bullied by my own friends.
I never got bullied.
That's why I hate them.
The only time I got bullied was in elementary school. And then I got bullied in elementary school for my race. Because I'm biracial and people didn't know what I was. So I used to get made fun of that. In junior high school, I used to get this one particular boy used to make fun of me because I was like flat chested. How that turned around, I'm not flat chested anymore. And then in high school again for my race, I used to be called like pound puppy and stuff like that. But that was about it. I never got like teased because of like the way I dressed or anything like that. It was never anything like that.
I don't hate them now, but bullied by cheerleaders.
But that guy could see my boobs now.
Anyways,
LOL.
once you leave high school, all of that crap goes away, or so you think. But no, there are adult bullies, as we're seeing. You know? The lunch queue. Really, teardrop? Yeah. Your goth phase never left? There's times, Iona, where I listen to, like, Typo Negative. Like, I just, like, really miss that music.
Give me a
like, Sisters of Mercy.
Poser.
I used to listen to... I went to a goth concert in Montreal. No, strawberries. I did have a fake ID. It didn't even look like me. I went to clubs when I was 16, 17. Grunge style.
You know what?
I
don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I see this bitch up in the club. I don't know. I find that hard to believe.
Girl phase, I was just a poser, as they called it.
You are a poser.
Oh, really?
You still are.
Oh, that's too bad.
But this time it's Islam.
Love that music. You got a superiority complex. Susie and the Banshees, yeah. How much did I weigh at 16?
Yeah, I had a good
have
time
no
in
idea.
high school. What was this? Teardrop. High school was awesome because we skipped school all the time. We would leave out the door whenever. Yeah, I had fun in high school. What I did gymnastics, I think. How long did I do gymnastics? For 1 or 2 years. I can't even remember because it was so long ago. And then I did all like my college courses ahead of time. So by the time I made it to senior year, I like got to leave school by like 12 because I had no more classes. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, high school. I used to, play hooky a lot too. I remember in high school, my morning breakfast would be a J and chocolate
But it's
milk.
like so long ago. Like if I think back to like my childhood, my memories aren't automatically going to high school. Like that's not like my memories of that time period. I just find it bizarre that that's where Chantal always goes. Like that was the peak of her life, which is sad. High school, that was her peak. She missed her moment, clearly.
Really, coffee? True. Yeah. I really don't miss those days, to be quite honest.
You clearly
Mexican
do,
pizza?
because that's all you talk
Yes,
about.
Moonlight. I need a home. 9 Inch Nails. My roommate in the group
9 Inch
home
Nails.
loved Trent Reznor 9 Inch Nails. Oh my goodness. Like, so bad. Hey, Danny Love. You like Kurt Cobain?
I like Chris Cornell.
Brittany, yeah, really. Angel Fly. Alice in Chains. I never really loved his voice. Like, okay, we get it. Is there a playlist you recommend to get up to speed? The best on Tal. I could make a playlist, Luke.
Oh my goodness,
Cuba or
please
Thailand?
don't.
Thailand. You listen to Nirvana every day? Yeah, they still have some great tunes. Dan, the Mohawk Man. With juice. Juice. Alternative wave, 80s and 90s. Who's this?
If I had to pick like a favorite genre of music, I don't know. That would be hard for me to pick because I love all kinds of music. I listen to music every day. I like discovering new artists and stuff like that. And that's why I always post like music on my community page, because like literally every day I'm listening to music. But if I had to pick like favorite time periods, I like the 70s and 80s music. Maybe because that's the eras that I grew up in, but I love those that music. But like I said, growing up in the household that I grew up in, my family listened to a lot of music. Chuck Berry, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Creedence Clearwater, like I mean a lot of different stuff. My grandma, she used to listen to Kenny Rogers, Glenn Campbell, the Glenn Miller Band. Lots of, like I said, my family, a lot of different types. I have love for music. So I'm glad that my family exposed me to all of that stuff, because I appreciate a lot of different things.
I hate this connection, man. Anyway, what was I talking about? I forget. Am I back?
Gunshots.
Am I back now? Sorry about that.
Let's fast forward a little.
Well, actually,
oh my
in
goodness.
a lot of ways. And so, I don't know. I'm going to drink pickle juice. Heck yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Pickled asparagus. I can get some in Canada.
Are we to the food portion of the video?
Ronald doesn't care about us. Of course not. He's just collecting that fat paycheck. Wearing a GoPro. So the stressful things are divorce and moving. You've been whammied with both. Thanks, Luke. I
Give
appreciate
me a break, Luke.
it. It is stressful, yeah.
You're a moron, Luke.
I don't think it's really hit because I feel like I have a month, and,
It hasn't hit.
I can just, I don't know. Chicken marinade. Yeah, I heard that Chick-fil-A does. Scooter from Cornwall. It won't last that long. Too cool on an electric one. They put, hyper palatable stuff coffee. I do have a one. He had Makuba. Nice. Satin. I had Makuba the other day. With betagen and batata. Makuba is probably one of my favorite.
I'll fast forward because I don't care about food.
I remember those people well.
Oh my goodness, are we eating again?
Sorry, Alham. Action movies. Yeah, older ones are good.
Oh my goodness.
Night
Movies,
Shift?
I don't care.
Oh, really? There's a long relationship with wrestling YouTube lover?
Oh my goodness. What is this, YouTube over?
You went because of The Rock and he didn't even show up. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? I should go there. It's actually not that expensive, but I mean, that's money I can use towards a scooter or, bed sheets or something, so.
Yeah, YouTube lover making a comment about this. A lot of people are pissed about the WrestleMania being moved to Saudi Arabia this year. Yeah, people are pissed because they can't go. And I think a lot of people are pissed off at the deal that the Trump administration made with the Saudis as far as like the golfing and all of that. Yeah, a lot of people are pissed in the sports world.
I don't think that would be a good idea. Salah home? Salah? Salah?
Oh my goodness. Fast forward.
84 years. 84 years, imagine. That's tragic. Dean Withers is live. YouTube lover, you would hate Dean Withers. Is Salah bringing back food? No.
I'm
don't think so.
shocked.
I didn't ask for anything. He brought me food today. Sitting in a bra? Probably not. Not a
Why
bra.
teardrop? That's an odd question. Chantal, you think you will ever sit in a bra in front of camera again while doing makeup? I remember those days. Sound like you have a crush, teardrop.
That's for sure. Yeah, I remember that. He brought me chicken finger meal and some Indomie. Reese's Withers Dean. What else did I buy? What else did he bring? That's about it. Yeah, purple bed. Chicken fingers.
Well, I think I'm gonna end it here because I really don't care about what food little bitch boy Salah is bringing to Chantal while she lays there like Jabba the Hutt on the couch. I'm done, and I'm sure you guys are done too. Yeah, I don't know what that was. That was a whole lot of nothing, lies, and bullshit. Anyways, everybody have a great night. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow. If she posts up anything, I don't know. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? Oh, I might be busy tomorrow. But hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Other than that, I will see you when I see you. Bye.